Are you in the club?
Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to another episode. Today I am going to try out a really cool way to decorate with celery. So first you're going to want to collect something that you're going to decorate with. I'm going to be using this canvas backpack that I found at a store. And then you're also going to need some fabric paint, something to pour out your paint on, a cutting board, celery, and a knife to cut your celery. I'm also going to be using a Sharpie marker for the leaves. So to get started, I'm just going to cut some celery. And I really just need one stalk. So the part that I'm going to be stamping with is actually this part down here. So the part we're using today is actually the part that you don't eat. So if your mom is cooking with celery and you're around, just grab this chunk that we never usually eat, and if you look at it from the top, it looks like a rose. Isn't that pretty? So this is what my rose is going to look like. And I'm also going to take some paper towel, because celery has a lot of water in it, and just kind of try to dampen or try to just stamp that onto my paper towel to get rid of the extra water. And then I'll just take my paper plate and pour out some fabric paint. And this color is called, I think it's called grapefruit. That part was kind of ripped off, but it's fabric paint. So just any kind of fabric paint that you have, you can do any color rose that you want. And I'm also going to be using this green Sharpie marker for the leaves. So to get started, I'll probably have to do one side at a time and let it dry out. And I grabbed another paper plate so that I can dab off the excess. And you could also use like a little foam brush like this one and just kind of paint that onto your celery stalk. And that'll help kind of absorb the extra paint too. So I can't wait to see what this looks like. I'm going to stamp this paper plate. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I'm going to take these two stalks off because it's a little bit big. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Should probably do this part before you start painting. There we go. That's the size of the flower I want. Alright, so here goes the moment of truth. Pretty. I like how some of them look faded depending on how much paint you put on there. That is so cute. I love it. I think they'll look even more like flowers when I put the little leaves on there. Now I'm going to cut this other stalk and see if I can get a different design. Look, that's a pretty rose. This one is really big too, so I'm just going to take these outside stalks off. This time before I put the paint on there. And just so you guys know, my nail polish is actually color changing, so if you see it getting dark green, because of the celery, that's why. So this time I pulled a few more pieces around the outside so I can make my little stamp really teeny tiny so I can fit in these little spaces right here. So I'm going to take my foam brush again because that technique seems to work really well. And just go in and stamp. And make a new flower. I really like that. I should probably let this dry, but I want to go ahead and draw some little rose petals. So I'm basically just making like teardrop shapes, and then a line, and then two little diagonal lines on the side. And if you make the petals all different sizes, I think it'll look more natural. So here I'm just going to keep going around the rest of the backpack. Also, another thing you can do if you don't like the way the flower didn't turn out all the way, like right here, see how it kind of faded out? You can take just one little celery stalk, and that's going to be your one petal, and just come back in and kind of stamp where it's missing a petal. So it doesn't make it look exactly the same, but it's kind of cool. Kind of fills in. And for these little places here where I can't lay it down flat because there's basically a backpack bottom underneath, I'm just kind of pressing it on here and then pressing it in with my hand on the other side, and that way you still get a clean stamp, even if it's bumpy. I kind of like how it looks better when there's not quite so much ink on there, so sometimes I kind of like to take some of it off, because see how that looks so pretty? I just love that. Or I'll just stamp it with a lot of paint on it and then the next time come back over it without repainting it. Or you can do like a partial rose, like that. That's pretty. And if you're like me, it's gonna get a little messy. I can't decide what I like more, drawing the leaves or stamping with the celery. I'm glad this is really easy because I am not good at drawing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe that Celery can make this awesome print. I think it looks so cool. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I had so much fun making it, and if you want to see more fun craft tutorial videos like this one, just click on the thumbs up. This is Kaylee for DCTC, and thanks for watching!